What's up, everybody? This is Under the Arch Sports. I'm Eric,
And I'm David.
and today we are going to talk about Mizzou football and their game against the Kentucky Wildcats. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to Under the Arch Sports on YouTube and also find us on Facebook and on Instagram. So, you're looking at the 2020 schedule, and Kentucky, well, with all the COVID issues between Vanderbilt and Florida, things got rearranged. Mizzou plays Kentucky. With everything changing, fair warning for everybody, this game will be at 3 o'clock on Saturday on the SEC network. Now, you look at the Missouri offense coming out of the LSU game. Connor Bazelak was 29 out of 34 for 405 and 4 touchdowns. And rightly so, the entire country kind of turned their heads like, what's this freshman doing? And, you know, all sorts of national awards. He was up for the Manning Award, got the Davey O'Brien Weekly Award. And then the depth chart for the wide receivers, Dave. You look at Deontay Smith is now listed as a starter or Michael Wilson, and Damon Hazelton is now listed third string. Other receiver position, Jalen Knox or Barrett Bannister with Jacinto as third string. And then the third spot, Towski Dove or Kiki Chisholm with Chance Looper at the third spot. It's hard to argue with given the production from those receivers during the LSU game. They earned the spot. They were productive.
What was really impressive about that is I can't remember a single, unforced drop ball in the game.
I'm not sure there was one.
Which is what you really want to see. And before that, I was counting 4 games. So,
yeah.
I think the changes are welcome. Plus, it's nice to see the young guys get some playing time.
Exactly.
The other interesting thing about the offense is it's a motion offense. Almost every single play had some kind of movement for misdirection on it, and it was just really fun to watch.
Yeah, it's exciting. There's a little bit of unpredictability. There's little hints. If you think of Gus Malzahn and Auburn when they were rolling back in the day when Missouri played Auburn in 2013 for the SEC championship with Nick Marshall quarterback, that kind of offense. Trey Mason was their running back, and they shredded the Missouri defense, all that. But that type of misdirection and not quite option, but, jet sweep kind of zone read, just misdirection, really.
Yeah, and the other thing is we spread the ball around when we were passing, so we didn't just focus on one target, which is also really key when you're trying to confuse the defense because they have to really play man coverage, or if you're playing zone, you have to watch everybody because you never know where the ball's going to go.
Yeah, no, it's almost certainly going to be harder for the Missouri offense this week. LSU's defense, I think they may end up being one of the bottom 5 in the conference.
Agreed.
Now, with Kentucky, it's totally different. They are, in my mind, they are what Barry Odom wanted Missouri to be and just couldn't make it happen, right?
Right. Offensively, they want to run the ball a lot. They haven't really passed the ball much in the last couple of games. Defensively, we have to watch out. They're very good at forcing turnovers, especially interceptions, and you can cover the stats on that here in a second. But one of the major keys to this game, I believe, will be offensively not turning the football over.
Yeah, it's kind of polar opposites. The Missouri secondary does not have an interception and all season, right? Whereas Kentucky, their secondary, their defense, I'm not sure if they're all bad secondary, but the defense has 9 interceptions over the past 2 games. They played Mississippi State. Costello threw 4 picks before he got yanked. Then the backup threw 2 more. And then last week against Tennessee, Jarrett Garantano remembered that he is Jarrett Garantano, and he threw back-to-back pick sixes. And then he got yanked, and the Tennessee backup threw a third pick. So their defense has intercepted 9 passes in the last 2 games.
Which is stunning.
Yeah. That is a terrifying number to look at when you're going against them. But
especially with a redshirt freshman quarterback.
Yeah, it's dicey because Bazelak is young. It's his second start as the guy, but maybe I don't. He looks so good that you want to think it's not going to be an issue.
I was going to say, from what I've seen from him, he hasn't made many, if any, terrible decisions when he's throwing the football. So,
yeah.
Based off what I've seen, I believe he can make good decisions in the pocket. The question becomes, if and when he gets pressured, what happens?
Yeah. Now, on the other side, you look at Kentucky. If they do manage to turn Missouri over, there's a real good chance those are going to hurt, because Kentucky, all they want their quarterback, Terry Wilson Jr., to do is not lose the game, right? He is there to hand the ball off if things are going well for Kentucky. They want to run the football, which, going back to the Tennessee game, that's a major issue potentially for Missouri. LSU just didn't try, and I don't know why. But to be fair, Missouri defense did look better against LSU's run game. Looking at Terry Wilson Jr., the Kentucky quarterback, in their 2 wins, Terry Wilson Jr. threw for 73 yards against Mississippi State, and he threw for 101 yards last week against Tennessee. So it's not like they have to put the ball in the air. They want to run the football. Now, even still, we were just talking before we started filming. They're not world beaters offensively. Yeah, they put up 34 points against Tennessee last week, but
a lot of it was off turnovers.
Yeah, they had less than 300 yards of offense.
And if I remember right,
4 yards of offense.
2 of those touchdowns were pick sixes, if I remember.
Exactly. And I didn't watch the game. I was watching South Carolina Auburn, but they had that third turnover. I don't know, maybe that led to even more points.
Yeah, I believe all the turnovers led to points.
Yeah. So looking at predictions for this Kentucky-Missouri game, I think the higher the score goes, the better Missouri's chances, and that comes down to Bazelak being better equipped for a shootout than Terry Wilson Jr., but you have to consider the defenses. Missouri's defense rose up against LSU in that fourth quarter, but really that's all we've seen from them is 1 quarter. Kentucky's defense has been more consistent. I think Missouri's offense is going to have a harder time, at least harder than against LSU. And at the end of the day, I think I'm going to pick Kentucky to escape with a win, 27-20.
Right, and I took that into consideration with my pick too. As you said, the key is the defenses. I want to see our defenses actually play a full game. We just haven't seen it yet. Offensively, with our misdirection, I don't know how well that will work against a seasoned defense, which Kentucky appears to be. We have to watch out for the turnovers offensively. Again, I think turnovers actually will be the key of this game. If we can keep a clean game, I think we have a shot at winning. I just don't know. Until I see more out of our defense, I have Kentucky winning 35-31. Anyway, this is Under the Arch Sports. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our Facebook and Instagram pages.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Have a good day.